Hello viewers, I am Deepthi. My topic for today is blood circulatory system in humans, which consists of heart, blood vessels and blood. Blood vessels contain arteries, veins and capillaries. Heart. The size of heart is our closed fist, 12 cm in length and 9 cm in width. Location of heart is in between our two lungs and above the diaphragm. The narrow end is tilted towards little left, give it a feeling that heart is on our left side, but it is a wrong notion, it is in the center. Membranous covering which protect our heart is pericardium, which protects it from mechanical injuries. Now let us try to understand the circulation of blood with the help of a simple line diagram. Our heart consists of 4 chambers. This is left auricle, or you may say atria. This is left ventricle, this is right auricle and this is right ventricle. Walls of auricles are thin because they need to supply blood only to the very next ventricles. But ventricles, right ventricle supply blood to the lungs, but left ventricle supply blood to the farthest distance in our body till the toes in the feet, against gravity towards our brain, so their walls are thick and walls of auricles are thin. This deoxygenated blood from our vena cava enters right auricle. Vena cava is of two types. One is superior or anterior vena cava, which carries blood from the upper parts of the body above the heart, that is head, chest and arms etc. But another is inferior vena cava, which carries blood from the lower parts of the body, that is abdomen and legs etc. So this deoxygenated blood enter our right auricle. With the help of tricuspid valve, it enters right ventricle. This deoxygenated blood leaves the right ventricle. With the help of pulmonary artery, it enters towards lungs. Then lungs gives oxygen, and this oxygenated blood with the help of pulmonary vein enters our left auricle. Then with the help of bicuspid valve, it enters left ventricle, and then aorta carries this oxygenated blood towards all parts of the body, that is towards all organs of the body. Now we will talk about valves from examination point of view. So first of all, in between right auricle and right ventricle, this is a right atrioventricular valve which is known as tricuspid valve. And in between left auricle and left ventricle, this is a bicuspid valve having 2 cusps, this is having 3 cusps. So with the help of this 32, you may remember this because it can come in your examination also. Next is pulmonary semilunar valve, which is at this junction where pulmonary artery is originating. Then last is aortic semilunar valve, which is at this position, which is at the origin of aorta. Now let us try to understand what is double circulation system. It means blood flows twice in the heart before it completes one full round. So first is pulmonary circulation, that means with the help of lungs. Try to understand with the help of this project. So first of all, this deoxygenated blood from our right ventricle with the help of pulmonary artery enters towards lungs. So let's see, this blood is entering from right ventricle towards lungs with the help of pulmonary artery. Now lungs purify this blood. Oxygenated blood from lungs now carried with the help of pulmonary vein towards left auricle. So this is our first pulmonary cycle. Now come to second circulation, which is long cycle, systemic general circulation, or you can say systemic circulation, which starts with aorta. When aorta takes oxygenated blood from left ventricle, then this cycle starts, systemic cycle starts. This aorta carries oxygenated blood to various parts of the body when it branches into arteries and then arterioles and then into capillaries. Capillary is the place where exchange of gases takes place, and from here this deoxygenated blood is carried from various parts of the body with the help of venules and then enter into veins and then vena cava. This vena cava carries this oxygenated blood towards right auricle. This is deoxygenated blood entering into right auricle. So this is second systemic circulation. To conclude, this is short pulmonary circulation. This is long systemic circulation. So that is why this circulation is known as double circulation in our heart. Now we will talk about heartbeat, which consists of two major steps, in which contraction is known as systole and relaxation is known as diastole. First of all, arteria contract and duration for arterial systole is 0.15 seconds. Then ventricle systole, in which ventricles contract and their duration is 0.30 seconds. After this, ventricles relax. At this time, artery has also been in the state of relaxation, and this duration in which both are in the relaxation phase is about 0.40 second, and this complete cycle is known as cardiac cycle. Next we will talk about two different sounds related with heart, that are lub and dub. First, which is arterial systole, in which auricles contract and blood enters from atria to ventricles. With the help of tricuspid and bicuspid valve, blood enters from auricles to ventricles, and then at this time semilunar valve get closed, creating a sound dub. Next is ventricular systole, in which ventricles contract and our bicuspid and tricuspid valve close with the jerk, creating a sound lub. At this time, semilunar valves are open and blood passes through them, but caudate hold the bicuspid and tricuspid valve in their position, preventing the backflow of the blood into the atria. Now the question arises, from where does this heart get energy? Because it pumps blood throughout our life cycle non-stop. So there are two coronary arteries arising from the base of the aorta, which supply blood to the muscles of heart. If there is any blockage in any of the coronary artery or any of its branches, then resulting in the deadening of the corresponding area, which may lead to myocardial infarction. In common language it is known as heart attack. If there is insufficient supply to the heart, then there might be a chest pain known as angina pectoris. If I am able to clear your doubts, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.